Is up, YouTube? Your boy is back at it. This is day 2, man. Excited to get back. Today we're gonna do some back, gonna do some shoulder physical therapy exercise. So kind of just some rotator cuff exercises. What else? And then we're gonna see what else we get into. I might do some shoulders. Thinking about doing some light shoulders, but we're just gonna go with the flow. But main thing for today is doing back, and yeah, we're gonna get that going. We're gonna make sure it's nice, quick, and steady, and intense, somewhat, right? I can't do too much. This is my second day back from my hair transplant. So today is what, the 16th day post-op. So have to kind of ease into working out. So if you guys seen my last workout, yesterday was my first day back. We had a crazy, really good workout. We did arms. Go check that out if you guys haven't. So yeah, today we're gonna just smash them back, man. I'm gonna start with some shoulder rotator cuff exercises. Just because I want to make sure that my shoulder's nice and just stable before I start working out. I haven't done my PT exercises in a while, so this is the first one, which is just going in circular motion. Have to do 30 like this, 30 opposite way, 30 up and down, and then 30 side to side. Usually I just go into the burns. And this makes my shoulder feel really good. I'm gonna go ahead and switch. Gotta make sure those shoulders are nice and healthy. We're not re-injuring any past injuries. Up and down. This actually kills, man, your shoulders. Shoulders feel get a really good burn. This is really good for your rotator cuff. Oof. I'm already feeling the burn, man. All right, let's go ahead and switch. We don't got the sweater today. Today we came, no sweater, just t-shirt and vibes. So I actually been feeling a little bit like I don't know if I'm getting sick or I'm tired or something like that. Haven't been getting good sleep, man. I went to sleep yesterday pretty late. Went to sleep like at 3 a.m. Woke up this morning at 8:30 a.m. I'm like, man, that's not enough sleep. There's only like 5 hours and a half. So, not sure. Kind of woke up because of the brightness in my room, but it could also be too much caffeine. It's not letting me get that deep sleep. So, tomorrow I'm actually not going to drink caffeine. Tomorrow and the day after. I'm gonna stay off the caffeine just so we can make sure we rest up. We're not getting sick. It's the last thing we wanna do. So then I go ahead, switch this way now. Pretty much do the same thing. You know, I don't know if you guys know, but I do have a torn labrum. It's 12 to 6. So it's from all the way from the top, all the way, and it goes posterior, so in the back. So all the way from the top to the bottom, 12 to 6. So pretty big tear. So definitely have to get that repaired the next few months. But I want to lose weight before I actually go into surgery. I'm a little, not scared of the anesthesia, but just, I want to make sure that I'm at a good weight my heart health is good, things like that. I have had a surgery before, so I tore my ACL. So I had ACL reconstruction, and I was pretty big back then. That was before I started my first weight loss journey. I believe I was 340 at that time, trying to lose weight, and I was playing basketball. Totally tore my ACL pretty bad. So now I'm gonna switch it up. I'll do some rhomboids exercise just to warm up those back muscles. Wish this ball was bigger. I'm such a little big guy. But I wish this ball was a little bigger. But we're gonna do with what we have, right? I'm gonna go circular motion. We're gonna do pretty much the same things. Let's make sure that our rhomboids and those back muscles are, warmed up a bit, not too crazy. Before we get started. All right, good to go, man. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get started with, my PT exercises, honestly. Gotta make sure on my back, my posterior of my shoulder is in good shape. Haven't done these exercises in a while, so we're gonna get it done. This always makes me feel really good because like I'm strengthening one of my past injuries, so it always makes me feel really good. All right. So I'm gonna use the single arm attachment. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do kind of like a lat pull kind of twist situation. So that's one of the exercises that has benefited me the most. So it's actually feels a little light. Man, I really think that rest did me good. I feel really strong. So that's a good thing. So I'm gonna start from the top, then work midway, and then come from the bottom angle. So this is kind of like a, cable lat pull kind of thing, but you're kind of you're twisting your body to engage the thoracic spinal muscles. So this strengthens pretty much those muscles around the spine. This feels so good. I needed this. I was already getting a little back pain. And usually that's because I haven't done my exercises. So this should clear everything up. Hopefully tonight I can get some good sleep, which is essential to recovery and building muscle. That's a little light there, so that's at 30. We're gonna go ahead with the 40. Turn it up a little bit. Let me actually move this out the way. I don't want to hit my head. feels good. Could still add something more. I'll move back a little bit just so I can get that nice stretch. Feels great. One thing I always do, always make sure I do, is just because I injured my left side doesn't mean that I can't do this to my right side of my body. It's gonna prevent injuries. So why not? Not just gonna do it to my left side, then left side might get stronger than my right side. We're gonna do one more. 50. Step up with the 50. Oh, this feels good. Let's do it. Feels good. Not gonna lie, I do miss my sweater. But decided to opt out today. Thing that actually causes me to sweat even more, which I like, but due to my hair transplant, I'm not supposed to be sweating as much. So I'm gonna ease off of it. All right. So, mentioned earlier, let's hit it now from a little mid-range. But just do, honestly, I'm gonna keep the same weight. We're gonna keep it at 2 sets. We're not gonna do too much. I do want to get some cardio in after. Haven't done cardio in a while. Gonna probably do some seated bike to wrap up the session. You know, guys can't forget about that cardio, man. See, a lot of people like to, some people, it's crazy. Some people like to do a bunch of cardio and no lifting weights. And then you got others that love to lift weights, but don't do any cardio. And both is wrong pretty much. Not wrong, but you should always incorporate the other. This is not one or the other, this is both. You know, you need the weightlifting to, you know, develop more muscle, build more muscle, but you also need the cardio for your cardiovascular health, for your heart. You know, you need that. So definitely have to do both. This is not a this or that, it's this and that. I want to know, let me know, guys, what is your most embarrassing gym story? I would love to know that. Leave it right there in the comments. Let me know. I'm gonna think about mines for a sec and see what was mine. One of my most embarrassing moments. I don't think I've had much The only thing that, you know, only thing that would be embarrassing, pretty much more not, it's pretty much, you know, when I would, let's say, finish my workout, go to the parking lot, I'll be drenched, and then I'll have to switch into some dry clothes because I was so drenched. And, you know, sometimes there'll be people walking past the parking lot and, you know, they see you and things like that. I think that's kind of like the most embarrassing I could come up with right now. But man, I've heard a lot of embarrassing stories. But anyways, that's two right there. We're gonna get one from the bottom angle. Then we're gonna move on. Tomorrow's actually weigh-in for me, so I'm excited about that. See how much weight I lost the last week. Hope I lost at least, 2.5 pounds. That's kind of my goal, weekly goal, 2.5 pounds. It's a little aggressive compared to what bodybuilders say you should lose weight. At the rate bodybuilders say you should lose weight, they usually say should be about 1 pound to 2 pounds per week. But, I think you have to adjust to your personal goals. I think any more than, 2 to 3, let's say 3 to 5 pounds, at that point you're losing significant muscle, which is no good. But if you're extremely overweight like I am, my last weigh-in I was 336. You're extremely overweight and you cut your calories by a lot, like I usually do. My maintenance right now should be probably around 3,400. And I know maybe on a daily basis I'm getting like 2,500. So I'm almost cutting 900 calories a day. That's without my workout. I just started working out, so I think that the weeks coming up might be more, but you never know, right? There's a lot of things that can go into account as to how much weight you lose. So, all right, man. Doing a little too much yapping. We're gonna move on to, gonna go with some lat pull downs, but on this machine. So let's get to that. Put you guys over here. Trying different angles. So bear with me. Trying to see what works. I think that looks good there. So gonna go with, nothing too crazy. Let's start with 50s, just to warm up. I think a good 50 to warm up. Usually I like to move this out the way. And when I'm doing this one, usually like to get a nice close grip a bit. Sometimes I'll switch it up, but I'll go with the close grip. Make sure my elbows are as close to my body as possible, so I can work as much back as possible. This is, honestly, it's a little too light. So we're gonna go with the 70. We're gonna go put it up 20. Make sure I don't hit my head. There you go. Feels all right, still light. Feels so good. Oh, that's a little light. So we're gonna up it, but we're not gonna go too crazy with it. We're gonna go to, we're at 70. Let's hit the 90, man. Let's hit the 90. After you pass the 100, that's when you get to the big boy weight. So this machine goes up all the way up to 250. So, yeah. Feels good, feels good. A little light still, but feels good. Feels good. I'm gonna put it up another 20. Let's get to the 110. Oh man, have any one of you guys farted while you've been in the gym and someone else heard it? I'm sure that's happened to. Oh, I have my most embarrassing story of all time. This was, man, must have been in elementary school. And we were doing sit-ups. And man, I tried so hard on that sit-up that I farted so loud in front of the whole class. It was hands down one of my most embarrassing moments of all time. That's crazy. I remember that. Oh, this is on the heavy side. Oh, okay. I like that. We're gonna do one more set there. I like that. I was feeling my arms. You know, yesterday we did arms, did bicep, triceps, and forearms, so definitely feeling it. Let's jump right into it. I'll make this, you know, we don't sit around, take too much breaks out here. All right, we're gonna leave it there. All right, now we're gonna go ahead in this same machine. I'm gonna go ahead. I don't even know what these are called. It's one of my workouts that I do for my back as well. I have to find the name for this. I forgot the name. I'm sure you guys know. Love that workout. Makes my back feel really good. We're actually gonna superset that with like some standard. This is an exercise I like to do. Like some standard, kind of like lat pulls, man. Pretty much all you have to do for back is pull some shit. So that's what I like to do. be, let me zoom out a little bit. My head is cut off. That's better. So, definitely gonna do like 3-4 sets of this. Then we'll move on. About to say move forward. Right, so this was at 30. We're gonna keep it at 30. Might go up on the last one, but we're gonna keep it here for right now. Man, I wish this gym had some bands. Really like to get a good back workout with the bands. Like to burn it out. Like to do that as my last set. Have it at the other gym, but this gym doesn't have any bands. So, we gotta do what we gotta do with what we have, right? Definitely can't make no excuses. We gotta get it in however you can get it in. So, all right. Let's go with this one. I think with this one, I'm gonna put it up by 10. Keep it at, it was at 50. Get it at 60 right now. I had to put a little more on that, man. It was way too easy. Let's hit the 80s. Let's go up by 20, man. Let's not be some, you already know the rest. There you go. These muscles are asking for it. Man, crazy. Crazy how I couldn't do anything with my arms. And going to physical therapy changed everything for me. And I had to find the right physical therapist, by the way, because I had gone to physical therapy in the past. And they were not able to get me what I needed. They were not able to get all the pain off. Got a little pain off, but definitely wasn't getting the major part of my pain. And honestly, it was a lack of knowledge, you know. And, you know, that can be a little discouraging because, you know, you might think that you're gonna have to live with this injury for the rest of your life if you give up, right? But one thing I was determined to make sure I fix my back. And when I say back, guys, I mean thoracic spinal muscles. So muscles around your spine and posterior of your shoulder. So rhomboid area, things like that. All right, I'm gonna do one more and then move on. Man, you guys should know the drill by now. That was a 30-minute mark. My camera stopped recording. Not sure what you guys saw last, but I pretty much just knocked out a set of this. And I did it with a close grip, which actually felt really good. I'm gonna do another one, honestly. And then we're gonna move on. This feels really good for my back. Close grip, elbows tight, nice and close to your body to use mostly back. All right, so we're gonna go on to, let's do some rows with some dumbbells. Actually not. Let's jump in. We're gonna get some rows in the machine first. Then we'll jump in and get some dumbbell rows. And that'll probably be the last exercise for back, honestly. I'm gonna get it in at 35, so 70. See how that feels. See what we're working with. Oh yeah, this feels good. Remember guys, chest out. I'll squeeze the back. Oh, that feels so good. Definitely gotta do like 2 more sets of that. Whew, wee. Man. Feels so good to be in the gym. Those endorphins are going through the moon. It's nothing like getting a good pump. Your boy is a little gassed. That one was really good. We're gonna keep it at that. We're gonna keep it at that for now. Maybe last one, I'll up it a bit. It is a bit light, feels a little bit light, but it's actually hitting the right spot. Whoa. That did not sound right. Ooh-wee. I think we're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna keep going with that. We're gonna do one more set of that. I also wish they had a lower back machine here, but they don't, which is fine. No, we gotta get in what we can get in, right? But yeah, man, you guys gotta start your weight loss journey, man. Don't sit here, watch me do it when you can get started right now, you know. Don't wait. Don't wait. You don't know when's your last day. You don't know what can happen. You don't know when you can suffer an injury, and then you're really out. So start today, man. Start tomorrow. Plan on when you want to start. Get started. Do the basics. You guys see me, I'm not doing nothing crazy here. I'm just, working out. I'm burning some calories, moving some stuff around. And that's it, man. Locking in on my diet, but I'm not perfect either. Today, I had gone about 2 hours away from home. We're looking at some homes and stuff. So, and I went and I grabbed, 2 McChickens. And, I had to do what I had to do because that's the only thing that was around. And I was already getting in a bad mood. Because once I'm hungry, I can instantly feel it. I feel off. I'm agitated. So I'm like, man, let me grab something to eat. Grab 2 McChickens. Told them to give me light on the mayo to reduce some of the fat. Got 2 McChickens, took the bottom bun off of each and made a double McChicken. So cut some carb out. Sure, at least I cut probably like a good 20, 25 grams of carbs with those 2 buns. So, you know, was able to get it in, felt great after. The key is not to overdo it, right? And counting your calories, because 1 McChicken is 400 calories, which is crazy, right? So 2 McChickens is 800. You know, I cut off like at least 20, you know, 20 times 4, 20, 25, let's say. So we're gonna do some simple math. Let's say 25 times 4 grams per carb, times 4 calories per gram of carb, which equals to 100 calories. That would slice it to from 800 to 700, right? And then I did light on the menu on both, which I would say cuts another 100 calories. So, you know, I went from a 800 calorie meal to a 600 calorie meal, which is decent, right? The key is to not have fries, not have sugary drinks. That's the key, right? So I ended up just having a double chicken sandwich with some water, and I felt great. That was able to hold me up for at least 3 hours till I came back home. And then what I had after? Oh, before I came here, I had 6 eggs with 200 grams of brown rice. So, you know, got some carbs in, got some proteins, got some fats, and yeah, I'm here for the workout. After, gonna have a shake, call it a night. So, you know, it's not that hard, man. You have to just have the will to want it and to do it. Not care about what other people are doing and just get it done. Oh, that feels really light because I was yapping my butt off. So I'm gonna actually up it. I'm gonna up it 20 more pounds, so 10 on each side. So we're at 90 now. We went from 70 to 90. Oh, it still feels light, honestly. That's the magic of taking breaks in between your lifts. I usually don't like to do it. I like to train intensely. But if you're training for maximum muscle, maximum strength, then it's recommended to take at least 1 minute to 2 minutes to 3 minutes of rest in between sets. Just so you can have your muscles recover, and you can lift as much as possible again. So we're done here. I'm gonna go wrap it up with some dumbbells, some dumbbell rows. Call it a night. Call it a night. Actually, no, I lied. I'm gonna do some dumbbell rows, right? Then I'll make sure I do my cardio. Hit 30 minutes of cardio. We're gonna make sure we hit that cardio, man. We ain't definitely not skipping out on that. So here we're gonna go with, let's go with the 25s again, like we did yesterday. See how tired I am. I'm gonna get it in there. Actually, can't see if you guys can see me, but I think you guys can see me. I like to do natural position, not face down kind of thing. I like to do natural position right here. I feel it much more in my lower back. Not my lower back, my mid back. Slam the weights. Forgot there's some residents that live underneath and on the sides, so gotta make sure, keep that in mind. Usually don't slam the weights, but yeah. Yeah, I felt great. You know, got 2 more of this and cardio. That's it for the workout right now. So first video was what, 30 minutes? Right now we're 11 minutes in. So that's 41 minutes total. Told you guys, man, 45 minutes is all you need for a muscle part. You do not need any more than that. If you're taking more than 45 minutes for a muscle part, for a muscle group, like back, chest, arms, legs is the exception, right? But if you're taking more than 45 minutes for those other muscle groups, you're doing too much talking in the gym. Or you're not training as intense as you should be. And I'll tell you guys right now, let me finish this set. And I'm gonna tell you guys, when you're actually lifting for strength and muscle, yeah, you are taking 2 minutes in between, maybe 3 minutes, whatever in between, but you should be doing less sets, right? Because you're doing so much weight. You should be upping your weight. Should be, if you're training for strength, you should be doing very heavy weights. So, man, all you need for one muscle group is 8 sets of whatever you like to do. 8 working sets, right? That's not counting your warm-up. Those are 8 working sets. And that's all you need. I like to tax it a little bit. I like to, I go till I feel my muscles too tired and to the point where I feel like I got a good burn in, good pump in. Then I call it a day. But the later I get into my weight loss journey, I'm gonna start lifting more for strength, to retain more muscle, start lifting heavier, and I'll definitely do less sets. So we're gonna wrap up. Last one here. We're actually gonna go heavy for the last one, baby. We're at 25 right now. Let's go 35 each. Let's kill it with this. End it with this. Oh yeah. That was great. That's what you call a successful back day. All right, can't forget the pump, right? Can't leave without the pump. Let me give you guys a little pump check. I know your boy's still overweight, man, so, just giving you guys this pump check so we have something to compare later on, right? But see what we got going on. Triceps is still pumping from yesterday. You can actually see it more today. That's that work that happened overnight, where they recovered, they built up a little bit. As far as back, can't even see it, but you guys tell me. I have to learn how to pose, by the way. I think maybe, the more muscle I have, I'll start to learn how to pose. My head is itching. I gotta go take a shower. But right there. Little by little, so I can't wait for tomorrow's weight check. See where your boy's at. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can definitely see those traps popping out. Oh, where's that lighting? I gotta get that good lighting. There you go. Oh, look at that. Those traps popping out. So definitely never posed before, so going to, do some studying when it comes to that. Because I'm a perfectionist and I like to make sure I'm doing stuff right. And when you're posing, that's a way of you showing your muscles out. And there's a specific way, I'm sure there's a technique to it, things like that. And I have to learn the poses. I don't really know none of the poses. So, yeah, that's a wrap. So, I actually lied. Thought I was done recording, but your boy gotta do his cardio. So, might as well talk to you guys while I'm here. Wish you guys talk to me back. That would have been awesome. Maybe I have to get like a phone line or something. That would be cool. Where you guys can call in. We can chat. That'll be dope. All right. Actually going to I'm not gonna overdo it. I think I initially said 30 minutes, but we're gonna go with good 20. Good 20. I like to put it like at 13, 14. Let's put it at 15. So yeah. So this is pretty much another day wrapped up, guys. Felt good to get a good back workout in. Felt great. So, man, I want to give you guys some advice when it comes to losing weight, man. Because I don't know if it looks easy for me, but trust me, it's not easy. I know I've done it in the past, so I do have the experience. I was a personal trainer as well. So, I do have the experience, but it's not easy, man. Especially when you work out multiple days that you're tired, to keep showing up. It's hard. You have to know also when to take a rest day. Those are there for a reason, right? You don't want to wear yourself out. Me personally, when I take a rest day, I feel so great when I get back in the gym. It feels amazing when I get back in the gym. So you should definitely take your little rest day if you need to. But, one rule that I always go with is never take 2 rest days back to back. So never take 2 consecutive days off. That will throw you off. Even if you're like, man, I can't work out 5 days a week, like I do. I usually do 2 days on or 3 days on, 1 day rest, and then 2 days on, and then a rest. So pretty much 3 days on, rest, 2 days on, rest. Or 3 days on, rest, and then 2 days on, rest. So if you can't work out 5 days a week, and you're like, man, I can work out maybe 3. So then just go 1 day on, 1 day off. That's it. You don't have to, you don't have to overly complicate it, man. Especially if you're doing, let's say if you're doing that where you're going 1 day yes, 1 day no, then I would just stick to upper body, rest, lower body, rest, upper body. kind of thing, right? Especially at the beginning when you're trying to lose as much weight as possible and you're just trying to get, you know, as much movement as possible. I definitely recommend doing compound exercises. So not single arm stuff, more compound stuff like a bench press, like a pull-up, where you're working multiple muscles at the same time, like a squat, things like that. There you're gonna get the most bang for your buck. So, but besides that, you know, I think the bread and butter when it comes to losing weight is nutrition. It's not the gym. You guys saw my first week working out. My first week dieting without working out, I lost 5 pounds. I mean, out of those 5 pounds, maybe 2 pounds were fat and maybe 3 were water, sodium, whatever, etc. But I did lose weight. So it's all about your diet. So as long as you have your diet on point, doesn't matter. You lose the weight. You know, when it comes to gaining weight, gaining muscle, you do have to work out. And then you have to, instead of being in a calorie deficient diet, you'll be in a calorie surplus. Making sure you at least get 500 calories over your maintenance. That's the goal. At least 500 calories. There you'll be good to go. And then same thing, man. Measure yourself on a weekly basis. Make sure you're going up in weight every week. And then after your bulk, you gotta cut down so you can see those goodies. See what you've been working, what you worked with, what you worked for. But yeah, right now your boy is currently at 56 RPM. Currently 0.9 miles in. So almost getting to the mile mark. I've been here chilling, chatting. Wonder how much calories I burned. I mean, probably in a 20-minute workout, probably 20-minute bike workout, probably burn 100 to 150 calories, maybe 200. Depends on the intensity, right? Currently, you know, I'm not going as fast, right? But I do have it at a 15, level 15. So it is a little effort to move it. So let's check where my heart rate is at right now. I would say 130s. Let's see. Little less, 125. So, you know, that's the money. If you're 120 to 140, you're in the good mark. You're in the fat burning mark. You know, a lot of people think that you have to do HIIT exercises, which is high intensity interval training, like mountain climbers or Stairmaster, things like that, that gets your heart really going. People think that you have to do that so you can lose weight. But that actually burns more glycogen than actual fat. Versus something like a incline walk or bike, things a little lesser in intensity, burn almost strictly fat. So you can choose to do what you like to do as long as you do it, right? Make sure you get your cardio in. But I like to do intensity, honestly. My go-to is Stairmaster, honestly. The only time I do bike, things like that, is when I'm too tired. Because another thing is that this is not putting any pressure on my joints. I'm chilling. I can do this an hour chilling without no problem. I'm talking through it. Versus something like Stairmaster, you know, that's super intense. That takes a toll on your hips, especially my hips when you're heavier, your hips, your knees, your Achilles, your calves. It takes a toll on you. But I like that intensity. I really like to get that. I like to be drenched. I feel like I got the job done when I'm like that. Right now, I'm just glad to be working out for the next, let's say, week or so. I'm taking it pretty chilling. Not doing too much. Just, you know, like some light stuff, man. And obviously locking in on my diet and staying within my calories, you know, things like that. So we're gonna do 20 minutes here. I might go 30, see how I feel, but we'll hit the 20 for sure. But what else I have for you guys? Man, I don't think I got anything else, honestly. So I'm gonna wrap it up and then get going. I'm gonna stop at 50 just to turn the camera off. I might as well, let's keep it rolling, man. What else we're gonna talk about? Oh, let me give you guys some game as far as cardio, man. So a lot of people, you know, they dread the whole cardio thing because who likes to do cardio, right? Maybe me, but even me, you know, who likes to do cardio, right? One thing I would recommend you guys is playing sports. That's a great way to get some cardio in without you even noticing you're doing it. So, for example, playing basketball, that's a great sport. A lot of people are playing pickleball. That's a great alternative. And then if you really want to, this is the gem right here. If you really want to melt that fat off, I'm actually gonna stop at 10 minutes because I'm feeling my head burning. So I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm not gonna overdo it at all. I'm already sweating a bit. Definitely not gonna overdo it. You gotta listen to your body. That's definitely key. But that gem that I want to tell you guys is boxing. It's a great alternative to cardio, and you're gonna be drenched by the time you're done with that. That's high intensity. You're not using your legs, using your upper body, and man, you burn hella calories. It's an amazing workout. It's one of my favorites. You release stress, you burn calories, you're drenched. Only thing you have to make sure with that is that you're eating enough protein to maintain your muscle. You're not overdoing it because it is a lot of cardio, and you're lifting weights. That's the main things you have to make sure you do with that. But man, it's an amazing workout. So yeah, I'll leave it at that, guys. See you guys in the next one.